Hey Leo, Amy Energy here with a tarot message for you. This reading is for all placements of Leo, but keep in mind it's a general reading, so use your own intuition. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, definitely take a moment now to subscribe to the channel if you have not. And let's see what you need to know for your highest and best. This one is for all placements of Leo. Internal energy here, Leo. We have the Ace of Water, so there is definitely a new beginning here for you. This could be a new beginning in love. Two of Wands here. You could definitely be thinking of aligning with someone, collaborating with someone here. There could be a bit of tension in a relationship, but this does not have to be a negative thing here. Leo, advice is the hero. Okay, so I like this. This is powerful energy starting out your reading. I feel like you here in the recent past have just gotten more in touch with who you are, what you stand for, what you're willing to fight for. And you could be aligning with another person here who shares your values, or at least has a shared goal here, even if you may have a slightly different approach in how to achieve something. Okay, we have the Crone coming out. So right now, Leo, I feel like you are truly acknowledging your power. You're acknowledging all that you've been through up into this point in your life, and you are in a powerful position. Okay, you may have definitely faced your fair share of hardships in your life. All right, Seven of Water here. And I feel like because of that, you are someone who is like kind of surrendered to the process, right? You're like, okay, we'll see what happens, right? I feel like you have no need to control a situation here. You're very much surrendered to what's going to be, but that isn't stopping you from doing your part, putting work into something, taking one step at a time here, manifesting something for yourself. Okay, internal energy here in the future, we have the Queen of Air. So I definitely see you here, Leo, standing up for yourself, speaking up about something that maybe, you know, you've been holding in, or you weren't sure how to express something here in the past, but you could be finding the space and the time and the courage to express something here in the future, in the near future. We have intuition coming out. So you could be connecting with someone who is highly intuitive here, and you also could be connecting with your own intuition. All right, advice here. We're going to clarify all of these cards, Leo. If this reading's resonating for you so far, please do leave me a comment. Make sure you like the video. Advice here, journey. Okay, so it's time for a change, Leo. We've been doing the mundane day-to-day for too long here. What do you really want here? Because it is a time for you to go on that soul-searching journey, to go within, right? That is where the answers that you need are. They are within you. Okay, let's clarify this reading. Beautiful reading for my Leo placements. Thank you for being here, Leo. All right, thank you for receiving this message. All the links that you need to connect with me are in the description box here on YouTube. All right, and let's clarify. Let's see what else Leo needs to know. Additional messages, additional clarity over this reading. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Leo. All right, we got the Ten of Swords, Ruin, coming out here. So here in the past, there was definitely a painful ending. However, with the Ace of Water, clarifying the Ace of Water, I feel like you know, there's a new beginning here along with the ending. Now, this could have been in love. There could have been a love situation where there was potential, right? And maybe something ended before we really fully got to explore something. Okay. Two of Wands and the Princess of Wands. Could have been someone here very sexy, and maybe they were kind of somewhat into themselves. This could have been you even, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, being into yourself, except for maybe this kind of hurt you if this was someone else, because they might have just made a decision to put themselves first, and that might have, you know, made you see them in a different way. But at the same time, I feel like this let you know who you were with the Hero here and the Emperor. Yeah, knowing what you want in life. And that's a beautiful gift somebody gave you here. You could have been connecting with someone who's a little younger than you, Leo, and maybe that's part of this, is that they just weren't in the same point in life as you. So they might have showed you that here in the past. You might have been like, you know what, I can't connect with people this far out of my age group, right? Because maybe someone was younger, or someone was just a little bit more immature than you were. And so you just, you know, they didn't want the same thing in life. All right, the Crone coming out here internally. For some of you, and like, I don't usually typically have gender in my readings, but I'm just saying, for some of you out there, this is not going to resonate for everyone, but for some of you, you either are, you may be an older, quote unquote, I don't know how old you are, but you might feel like you are aging or be overly concerned with your age. If you are, like, I just feel like a woman's age is coming up as like a challenge in this reading, right? So maybe you connect with women of a certain age, and maybe, you know, you have something with like who you're attracted to. You may not be attracted to women your own age, or if you are a woman, you may not, you know, you might feel some type of insecurity here around age, or just what you've been through, right? It doesn't even have to be age. It can be like, you know, what you've already been through, that you just feel like, you know, someone couldn't hold space for that. But this is what's coming up the center of your reading. And for some of you, I just feel like you could be someone who, you know, you're not attracted to people your own age. You're attracted to younger people. The Moon is coming out here, and I feel like that's not even necessarily true, right? I mean, with the Moon, I feel like we want to go deep within and really explore, interrogate our desires and our fears, because I feel like there could just be more fear. Maybe it's, like I said, it doesn't even have to be age. It could just be, we connect with people who are unavailable in a certain way, people who are more selfish with their time, and they have every right to be that way. But that's just not really what you want when it comes down to it. So you're kind of fishing with the wrong bait, catching the wrong fish. I hate to compare people to fish, I really do, but that's just, you know, the analogy that came up, because I'm seeing these fish here. So Ace of Wands here with the Seven of Cups. I feel like, you know, this, Leo, is where you could have too many options, and you could just have a boner for like 7 different people here. Metaphorical, right? No gender with this boner. But it's like you're looking at all of these options, and you got to pick one and put some work into something, right? You can't just explore 7 different options and expect something to happen. There's probably a lot of good potential that you're leaving on the table here, because you're burning through connections instead of putting some work into something. Okay, so yeah, look at this. You know, it's a time, Leo, to really question, like, who are you? Like, what do you want? What are you putting the effort in for? What is ultimately your goal? Because I think you don't even really know. I think you figured out some things in the past, but now you could even be questioning that. You could be like, wait, do I really want that? No, I was just hurt, you know? But it's like, we got to really explore our emotional landscape. We got to hold space for our fears, because I think that fear could be really holding you back here, Leo. All right, Queen of Air here with the Devil. It's time to get real, Leo. We got to get real about our own shadow aspect, right? What are we doing? Are we talking to people just to use people as a distraction? Because that's rude, right? People don't want to put their energy into that. People, you need to take consent seriously, right? And maybe that's not the thing, right? This is a general reading, so that might just be for like one person out there. But I feel like we're trying too hard to control everything and make it about our truth and our intuition. Like, you know what I mean? We could even be, we're just not enjoying the journey. Like, you have strong intuition here, Leo. And that can keep you safe. Like, you can trust that. Yeah, look at this. You can be confident here, Leo, first of all, you can be confident in your sex appeal. If that's an issue, you can be very confident in that. All right, you sexy. All right, but you might be, you know, if you're insecure, that could be a real problem for you, Leo, because you're hot. Okay, and people aren't even going to believe it that you're insecure. Like, unfortunately, like, you know, I'm not saying that that's right or wrong on them. I'm just saying that that could be something that you're facing here. People might not even believe. You could be like, I'm actually insecure. They could be like, okay, whatever. Like, they can't even imagine, because to them, you look so hot and you're very intuitive. And that's also, you know, when you're intuitive, have a little bit of that psychic energy with the High Priestess, that makes you even hotter. Like, there's like some elements of you that are mysterious that people can't quite figure out, right? But you got to enjoy the journey here. That is the advice here, Leo. It's like, yes, know who you are, know what your purpose is. Because living with purpose is going to take you further than anything else you thought you wanted and needed. But enjoy the journey. You don't have to control the journey. Just live with purpose. Live from a place of purpose of what matters to you. All right. But right now, I feel like you could be motivated somehow in your life by feelings of defeat rather than by feelings of empowerment, right? This is wanting to win at all costs, instead of just wanting to win and wanting other people to win, right? So there could be a little bit of an imbalanced competitive energy, and it's being brewed from you being too much in your head and trying to control outcomes in your life, right? And I'm not here to judge. I'm just reading the energy, right? And I'm not a therapist. And sometimes these are things that, you know, are better spoken about with somebody who has a little bit of knowledge in that area, right? So take it all with a grain of salt, especially with this being a general reading. However, I just strongly feel here that we gotta just enjoy the journey a little bit more, and, you know, spend time to go within, Leo, because there is so much beautiful within you. Look, you are a magician here. When you go within, when you go into that meditative state, you are very creative, right? And there's a lot of healing that can happen for you from just going within. Maybe this is something you've never really held space for, certain aspects of yourself. Maybe it wasn't safe to do so. Maybe that's why you can have some controlling energy here. You could maybe even be judgmental toward other people, because in the past in your life, maybe you were just born to love. You were born here a lover, and you might have had painful experience after painful experience that made you feel like, you know, like love is a battlefield, like you gotta win. And that ain't how it is, truly. Sometimes, I mean, it can be, hey, Pat Benatar, I'm not saying Pat Benatar didn't have a good point with her song, right? You know? But, you know, I think she was still fighting in that battlefield, right? So it's worth it. Clarifying this 8 of water with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it is time for you to tap into some emotional aspects of yourself, Leo. We know that you're an amazing fire sign, and there's so much like beautiful fire energy throughout this reading. But I definitely feel like, you know, you like fire and water. What does that create? Steam? What? Wow. Like, steam is powerful. Think of all the things you can do with steam. You can like fuel an engine, right? So, like, don't discount your emotions here, your intuition, because you're quite intuitive, Leo. You could be doing what I'm doing, right? You could be the next Miss Cleo if you really want. All right, let's get a strength here. Let's get into these mermaid, magical mermaid, and dolphin oracle cards for my Leos. All right, your strength here, Leo, is alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Okay, that's so true. Like I was saying, you're very creative. Go within, right? And maybe we need to take a break from dating for some of us. We may want to. I'm not even saying you have to do that. Like, this is a general reading, so do whatever you want. But I just feel like it'd be good for us to just take a brief pause, maybe even just a couple of days to reset, do a little ritual on this new moon, right? If you're like on dating apps, I might even delete my app for just 2 days and take 2 days, good cleanse, think, what do I really want? What am I really trying to manifest? Download that app again with intention, right? With intention. And date intentionally, because people will feel that intention and they will get a boner for you, right? Or they will get that WAP for you, or whatever, right? Metaphorical boner. I think anyone can just have that bonerific energy, and they might have that for you, but someone does want to help you. So think of whom that might be and initiate contact, right? Maybe you got a friend who's a photographer. They're going to help you look smoking hot and sexy on your profile. But we got weight. So don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. I do feel like, you know, there is a lot of opportunity around you, Leo. You may not see all of the opportunity that is around you right now. All right, sorry, Leo. I had to pause the video and go get our next set of cards because I forgot these ones over at my other tarot table where I do my TikTok lives. All right, but let's see, Leo, if you are dealing with somebody in particular, if you got a person on your mind right now, let's see what would this person say to you if they had the courage to speak their truth out loud. They would say, I admire how hard you work. They would say, I do not trust you. I don't trust you, all caps. All right, I'm so jealous. There could be something with your work. You could do a type of work that someone does not trust you. Okay, they could be so jealous. So you could work out in the nightlife. You could work in, you know, just some type of occupation where someone, when you go to work, they get very jealous. This could even be part of that here, part of this story. Maybe this was you going out, getting noticed, and somebody was like, you know, they admire how hard you work, but they were very jealous and they didn't trust you. Yeah, they might have always been scared you were moving on, scared you would find somebody else. Or this could be reversed. Take it how it resonates for you. And I'm sorry I was bumping the camera a lot, but this, you know, is a little bit of a new setup for me. And it is a little awkward, not gonna lie, but it looks good, right? Leave me a comment. Let me know if you think so. Right, I tried. I like taped my little boxes down here so that they could look all cute. And you could see what decks we are working with here. I don't have all of them though, because this is the There Are No Coincidences deck by Aliza Kelly, and I love this deck. I'm going to put a link in the description box. There is one there, right, that has all the, it doesn't have all of them, but has a lot of the links that you need for the different decks I use, for my Spotify playlist, to book a reading. Everything you need is in that link here. We have Uranus over your reading, Leo, so take a step back and take another step back, right, and really observe your situation. Look at the bigger picture here, because, you know, there are some things in your life that are not going the way that you want them to. And, you know, you don't have to just accept that, right? You deserve a magical life. You deserve to take charge of your life and to make your life what you want. You are worthy of help, and there is someone around you that wants to help you with whatever you need help with, right? And this is a general reading. So a lot of times, you know, I'm reading these energies. The more specific things I say, maybe it resonate with you in a different way. But take whatever empowers you, because that was the intention that I set for this reading, was for you to walk away empowered to make the changes that you need to make in your life to live your most magical life. And we got Nature Loves Me. Opening my heart to nature helps me to feel happy and peaceful. So you can screenshot that, Leo. You can take that with you. That is your affirmation. Say it many times. And let's end this reading with a Rockstar Oracle card. This deck is by Sarah Stassi, who is a wonderful artist and Oracle deck creator. And I have her Etsy shop linked up in the description box, okay? So make sure you check out that description box here, Leo. Look at these cards trying to jump out to you. You really need some music in your life, so you better... don't you dare think about disobeying these music cards. It's going to give you some music to listen to, and you better get right out of this reading and go bump the jams, okay? We got Sight, Natalie Merchant. Maybe you're going to feel a little corny listening to Natalie Merchant, but you need some messages. There's additional messages in this Notice More, Sight, Natalie Merchant, right? So listen to some Natalie Merchant, all right? I'm trying to even think of Natalie Merchant songs, but I know... I listen to Natalie Merchant from time to time because of this deck. I never really did before, but you know, she sings that song. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I just want to say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Leo. All right, Leo. Check out the link in my bio. If you're interested in a one-on-one session, fill out the reading request form. Send me an email if you have any questions. Whatever moment you are in, Leo, know it is a magical moment because you are there. Until we meet again, I love you. Take care.